Listen to the podcast, Is the Earth Really Flat? By Oxford Reading University, Level B2.
Today, we're diving into a strange and exciting topic. Flat earthers. Have you heard of them? Let's find out who they are and what they believe. First, what are flat earthers? Flat earthers are people who believe the Earth is flat, not a sphere like scientists say. Most of us learn in school that Earth is a round ball floating in space. But flat earthers think it's a flat disk like a plate. They say this idea comes from old stories and their own observations. Some even think there's a wall of ice around the edge to stop us from falling off. This belief is different from what science teaches, and it makes people curious. Why do they think this way? Let's explore their ideas. One thing they say is that the horizon looks flat. When you stand by the sea or on a mountain, the land or water seems to go straight. They argue that if Earth were round, we would see a curve. Another point is about water. They say water always stays level, so how can it stick to a spinning ball? They also talk about photos. Some flat earthers say pictures of Earth from space are fake. They think governments or space agencies made them up. Another idea is about gravity. They believe gravity doesn't exist as we know it. Instead, they say the flat Earth moves upward, pushing us down. These ideas sound wild, but they have followers. Let's see what science says about them. Here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have studied Earth for hundreds of years. They use tools like satellites, telescopes, and ships to learn about our planet. Let's check the flat earther proofs one by one. First, the flat horizon. Scientists say the curve of Earth is hard to see unless you're very high up. From a plane at 30,000 feet, you can start to notice it. Astronauts on the International Space Station see the curve clearly. Second, the water argument. Scientists explain that gravity pulls water toward the center of Earth. This makes oceans stay on a round planet. Even on a ship, water curves with the Earth's shape. Third, the fake photos. Space agencies like NASA have sent thousands of satellites into space. These satellites take real pictures of Earth. In 1969, astronauts walked on the Moon and saw Earth as a blue ball. The photos match what we see from space today. Finally, gravity. Scientists proved gravity with experiments. It pulls objects down because Earth is a sphere. The upward motion idea doesn't explain why things fall the same way everywhere.
There's more to this story. Flat earthers also talk about ships disappearing over the horizon. They say ships drop out of sight because Earth is flat, not because it curves. But scientists say this happens because of the Earth's round shape. As a ship moves away, the bottom part goes below the curve first. You can test this with a telescope. If you watch a ship leave, the telescope can bring the bottom back into view. This shows the curve. Another flat earther idea is about the sun and moon. They think these are small and close, moving above a flat plane. Scientists use measurements and math to show the sun is far away and huge. They also track its path with tools. This proves Earth is a spinning sphere.
Let's think about history. The flat Earth idea is old. In ancient times, some people thought the world was flat because they couldn't travel far. But by the 3rd century BC, a Greek scientist named Eratosthenes measured Earth's size. He used shadows and math to prove it's round. His work was correct. Today we have more proof. GPS on your phone works because satellites orbit around Earth. Planes fly curved paths around the globe, not straight lines on a flat disk. Even ships sail around the world, not into a wall of ice. Science has answered these questions over time. So, have scientists crushed the flat Earth ideas? Mostly? Yes. The evidence for a round Earth is strong. Satellites, gravity, and old measurements all agree. But flat earthers still believe their proof. They say, science lies to control people. This is called a conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory is when someone thinks a secret group hides the truth. Some flat earthers meet online or at events to share ideas. They even have their own experiments, like using lasers over water. But scientists say these tests don't prove a flat Earth. The laser results match a curved surface when done carefully. What about today? In 2025, flat Earth beliefs are still around. You can find videos and books about it. Some people like the idea because it makes them question things. It's good to ask questions, but science gives us answers with facts. Okay, next time we'll explore another mystery. What do you want to hear about? Send us your ideas. See you soon. Hit the like button and leave a comment if you enjoyed the story. This way, we will know that you need more audiobooks like this. And now check out this crazy story in English.